All right, so we're on then. Hey, Rick, how you doing tonight?
I am doing good. Yourself,
All
Mike?
right. Um. So we're gonna of course talk for a few minutes to give people a chance to in, and I know you already liked and shared the stream, right?
Yeah, for sure. New
All right. So
Hampshire.
hopefully we'll get some more people in here.
Yes,
Um.
hopefully we will.
So how's your week this week?
Uh, Not too bad. I've been slowly taking some stuff out of my room because I'm in the middle of rearranging my room.
Ah.
So I got myself a new bed, a loft bed, so I'm gonna have to climb up to it, but it gives me space underneath to store stuff, just that little bit more
Hmm,
space to store stuff. So,
hmm,
and then
hmm.
now I got to figure out how the heck I'm going to rearrange everything in my room. I got my bed in place.
You still have a window open on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I should.
But it's saying only one watching right now.
Yeah. So,
And StreamYard saying zero. Ah,
so over the next couple days, week, I'm going to be. Well, hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, I'll have everything rearranged in my room and back in place.
yeah. Let's see. So I know that you got Canadian Shield. You know. Let's see. I know. Let's see. Are you still doing a Kickstarter or Indiegogo or what?
Yeah, well, Indiegogo is in demand, so people can get it through there. But yeah, I'm in the middle of a Kickstarter, although it's going all right, but it's not funded yet. So
Maybe you should talk
uh,
to RJ, see if you can go on his show and promote it a bit.
yeah, maybe I might be an idea to go on there and promote the Kickstarter. It's all basically the same. I'm
Hmm.
just waiting to get one thing to make sure to see whether I put it up there, and that's some original art.
Yeah. So what did you do this last week?
Like I was saying, just basically I started taking stuff out of my room so I could put together my new bed, and I got most of it put together today. A little bit more to do. It's in place though, where it's going to be, so I can start rearranging my furniture in my room around it, which is good. And then at the end of the month, I have to buy a mattress for it.
Yeah, actually, I'm due for a new mattress myself. So, but hopefully, well, my birthday's coming up next month, so I'm hope my my younger sister's already asked me if about what I like in a mattress. I think she's gonna get me one. So, um,
Cool. Well, I don't even have a mattress for this bed. I bought the frame and all that. Didn't really realize it didn't come with a mattress till I was going to buy it.
uh,
And oh,
yeah, I
and
think most people
even
buy their mattresses separate from their beds, from what I understand.
yeah. Well, sometimes some beds come with it, but not very many anymore.
Hmm.
It's ridiculous. Why would you buy a bed and not get a mattress with it? I guess you could have a mattress from your old bed, but usually I think you'd want a mattress to go with your new bed frame.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
might be.
well, yeah. I mean, and also you don't want to like have a mattress that that we've seen on a number of like old Warner Brothers or MGM cartoons, right? You remember some of those that where the springs are coming out of the
Yeah.
mattress and all that?
To me,
Yeah,
mattresses should just come with beds.
yeah. So let's see. Looks like we're at the. just past the 5-minute mark. Yeah, I know you did drop in on after I sent you a reminder that they were on. I know you dropped in on Chris and Diana there.
Yeah. Also Wednesday. Well, yeah, Wednesday came by your show afterwards for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tonight we're reading from Popular Comics, right?
Right. So tonight we'll be reading from We'll be reading Dell Comics, Popular Comics, Volume 1, Issue 40. We'll probably just be going kind of randomly through. We'll be, whatever. I got some ideas as to some of the stories. Like we might hit Bronc Peeler again, maybe Tawny Tailspin. But just kind of show the variety of some of these more anthology reprint comics that were around back then, because a lot of those comics, there was more of a mixed bag of stuff.
Well, the thing is, a lot of comics back in that day were anthologies, unlike
Well,
today.
they were all anthologies. I mean, granted, there were some companies like Dell and David McKay that were starting to come out with like feature style comic, and as you know from last week, we did touch upon the first Superman issue, which initially was designed to only be a one-off, but then it proved so popular that they, I think the first 2 issues of Superman, Volume 1, issues 1 and 2, I believe those were just reprint collections from like the first 8 stories of Action Comics, and then it became kind of a quarterly feature title, a practice that was eventually adopted by a number of other companies too.
Yeah.
Fawcett, when they came out of course with Captain Marvel Adventures, they were one of the companies that was actually doing that feature book every month. What I mean by a feature book, where they only featured one character, as opposed to like the anthologies that we've seen, where you have the multiple characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways. Anyways, okay, so let's see now. So with that, yeah, we're up to 8 minutes now. Hopefully more people will come in soon, but I guess we should go ahead and get started then. You ready,
Yes.
Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait till about the 8
Drum roll, please.
Okay. So, did you want me to send you the link to this page?
No,
Or?
no, it's easier just for me to read it off of, here, your screen.
Okay. Hey, Robert Roberts here. Hail Lord Xenu, our only true savior. Is the next cross. Okay. Hail Lord Xenu, our only true savior. Is the next cross comic done yet? So, Rick, I think he's asking you that.
Yeah, well, I'm working on Canadian Shield 2, coloring it, and Snowdrift #1. So, and we'll hopefully have them out for January. Be sending them off. Hopefully done by December, so we can get them printed and all that. So we can
And
be
I
sending
thank
them
you,
in.
Robert, for the like and share. I do appreciate that. Anyway, so let's get into some comics here. And as always, and I told you this earlier, Cross, and I'll tell Robert too. If anything, as we're reading along, if anything catches you guys' attention that you want to comment on or ask about, feel free to chime in. All right. So here we go. Look, yeah. So Popular Comic got Gangbusters, which I think was a kind of a crime noir type feature. Shark Egan, Jack Randall, Tailspin Tommy, Jack Randall, I believe, is an adventure series. Tailspin Atomic Aviation. Toby, Tarzan. Of course, the Tarzan story was taken out of this book from what I understand, because what they set up here. Due to copyright concerns, Tarzan has been removed. There is more information about the book at the bottom of the page. So, but Ben-Hur, Herky, School Days, Master Pilot, Tex Thorne, Comic Zoo, Hurricane Kids, G-Man, Cowboy Comics, Bronc Healer, Puzzles, Popular Stance, enter our new contest. The next issue of Popular Comics will be on sale June 1st. So,
and the answer, hopefully it'll all be done before Christmas, but I'm not sure whether it'll be in people's hands before Christmas. Robert Roberts.
All right. All right. Don't worry, Mom. I'll buy you a new bottle of ink. Look at this. It spilt the ink on the table. Yeah, I don't think she's upset about the ink yet. What do you think, Rick?
No. Well, she could be, because that's how they did writing a lot, possibly back then. There wasn't
but you would see her. She's more of a housewife. What do you think she cares more about? An ink bottle or the tablecloth?
Yeah, the tablecloth's all messed up. It could be a bit of both, I'd say, but because writing family and all that back then, was a big thing.
All right. Hold Everything by Clyde Lewis. SSL. Let's see. He's a five-letter man. Sing Sing. Leavenworth, Atlanta, and Alcatraz. Oh, he's a five-letter man. Sing Sing, Leavenworth, Atlanta, and Alcatraz. So that's SSL. Okay. You want to read the next one there?
Do you mind if Junior sits in front? He can't see a thing.
All right. Let's see. And then I'll do this one, and we're gonna alternate these. But Mr. Phillips doesn't spell his name with an F. And then you want to do that last one?
Okay. I'm gonna start suing this railroad. This makes 4 times they cut my leg off.
Whoa. Ouch.
It's a peg leg.
Oh,
He cut his peg leg off. Doesn't hurt him a bit. Well, maybe it might be hard to get around.
Oh, yeah, that's going to make it. Let's see. Hurricane Kids. Rewards. Takes Thorn by Zane Grey. Popular crossword puzzles by our readers. So look at this. Wouldn't that have been fun to? Yeah. And we might come back to other stories as we move along here. Comic Zoo. The Comic Zoo by George Scarbo.
This name sounds vaguely familiar.
Mr. Hippo, poor Rooney has been fishing all day to get me some supper, but he hasn't had a nibble. Wonder if you would help us? How can you help me? You haven't any fish. You have any fish pole, net, spear, or anything? These are just more narrations here. I guess or something. Baltimore fireworks. Oh wow! Look at the ads at the left side of the page there. You want to do that one right there, Rick?
I'll just jump in and splash them out.
I'm gonna do Herky. Excuse me a moment. Chloe's barking. I gotta go tend to her. I'll
Okay.
be right back. And we have hey Jason Myers. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Any other questions, comments, Robert Roberts, maybe about the campaign while we're waiting on Mike? It is on Kickstarter. I'm going to be having a remastered version. I've got to talk to somebody. They're doing the cover. I'm trying doing the insides of thing. I got to get on that this week. I got to get on to all my coloring.
My sister just pulled in, so I think that's why my dog was barking. She's tending to the dog right now.
Cool. Doggone. That sounds good.
All right, so Herky here. Let's see. All right. I don't know which Herky by Clyde Lewis. So, okay. I'll do the kid with the orange hair and the glasses. You do the kid without the glasses. How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
The most worthwhile thing in life is culture.
What's that?
Culture, my friend, is the appreciation of the finer things in life. Literature, art, music, drama, things really important to one's mind.
Oh, oh, indeed. I didn't know what you called them.
Let's see. Did you ever read Shakespeare? Did you ever hear Ada? Did you ever see the Mona Lisa?
Well, on and off.
Give me a sec, Rick. My sister's knocking.
Okay.
Be right back.
She's not knocking on the bedroom door. Boom, 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 boom. So a little different setup tonight for me. Just a white blank wall. I rearranging my bedroom, and I had to set up my the computer fairly quick. The rest of my room is like a mess because I'm rearranging it because I got a new bed. Although I don't have the.
All right, I'm back, Sarah. But my sister was handing me some mail.
Yeah.
So well, at least I'm getting some likes here, so that's good. Now you just get some people in here to watch. And again, it's saying that
Or stay and watch. They're coming in to hit the like.
Yeah, it is. And Rick, if you can comment once in a while in the chat as well, just so we can see if that will bring the art and stuff up. Connection. Now it's saying my connection's unstable. Boy, but just waiting for it to. All right, there we go. All right. Well, anyways, getting back to the story here. To be to be to be able to understand and enjoy a good painting, a good opera, or a good book is to know the beauty and goodness of life. Really, Rick? Let me ask you this before you read the next line there. How old do those kids look to you?
5, 5
Yeah,
or 6.
yeah. I'm thinking. Even back then? Do you think most 5, 6 year olds were thinking about going to the opera?
Probably not, but I think the one's a brainiac, and the other's just a normal
Yeah.
kid.
Well, the orange-haired one, yes, probably seems like somebody like Pee Wee from Dennis the Menace or something like that, or Pee Wee, whatever.
Or Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I'll be right back. So sorry.
After these messages, he'll be right back. Okay, what are the messages? Today we are sponsored by the one, the only Cross Comics, which is me. And today we would like to sell you the one, the only, the Canadian Shield 2. You see it right there, the cover? Yes, it's a great buy. Go get it over on Kickstarter now. Also, along with the Canadian Shield 2, you'll find there the one, the only Snowdrift #1, appearing in her first and only, well, not only comic, she has more comics to come. Yes, she will have more comics to come. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Off to the show. Let's get it. Okay, now I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's not all, folks. Oh. So can we have a roll call here? Can we find out who's here? Who is sticking around to listen to Dim Dare Comics? This is Herkimer or Herky. Oh yeah. Okay, so what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor so early in the morning? Pepperoni pizza on a paper plate. How fast can you say that? Pepperoni pizza on a paper plate. 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 I am going crazy. Slowly crazy am I going.
All right. So hopefully, maybe that will help us now to. I just.
And we are now brought back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right. So, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least now, hopefully, that will help get the count up. Then what I just did there. So, anyways, moving on. Okay, so, go ahead and continue, Rick. Sorry.
Okay. Trust what I would always said and always will say.
Most people, I think, spend too much time following the more worthless pursuits. Don't you think so, Herky?
Okay, well, we just found out who Herky is.
Herky. So I gave you Herky then.
Yeah. Uh, you took the words right out of my mouth, Granville.
For instance, what intellectual really what intellectual value does one derive from watching a prize fight?
None at all. Absolutely none.
And we got another character here. Boy, oh boy, did I just have a battle. I knocked out uh three of Spider McCann's teeth, and then I put bumps on his head, and then I kicked them off.
Great stuff, Noodles. I wish I had been. I wish I could have been there.
Why, Herky, I'm surprised.
What the heck is a guy gonna do?
That's kind of funny.
There might be more. Didn't say end, so.
No. Well, there might be more like
Oh,
later on in the. Oh, yeah. Might come back to that. Toby by Stan. I'll do.
is that Stanley? No.
Yeah. No, it's not Stanley. Albeit, one of the things I don't know if you caught any of my show last night, but apparently DC was getting ready to celebrate Stanley's 100th birthday with some upcoming books they're going to probably be doing. Anyways,
You would think DC's doing that, not Marvel?
yeah, I was actually surprised when I read the article on CBR. I was a little surprised by that, but anyways, we left Toby and Umag on the haunted island after an encounter with a giant octopus, and now, all right, so I'll do the big guy who I guess is Umag, and then you want to do the little guy Toby.
Okay.
So the sign says, "Beware, keep off this island. It's haunted." What was why somebody so stingy with old island?
I kind of got an idea. We ought to do what it says.
Umag not believe in signs. Boo, get off. Turn back before it's too late. Stop. Private island and
No trespassing. Private island.
no,
No trespassing.
no,
And then can't make out the blue one.
yeah. Right. Me take little snooze. Much tired.
Look!
Go back. You scare little Toby. That not good. Come down.
Next. You're heading for plenty of trouble. Let that thing alone.
Whoa, him fly like seagull. Woo! Don't get away from Umog. So easy, me hold him up tight.
Come back, Omag. Don't leave me here alone.
Woo! Ow! High over the sea, Umog and the thing struggle on. Whop! Spook gonna monkey around till somebody get hurt. Umog hang on while Boogeyman takes nosedive. Me save 'em nightshirt, make 'em nice fine sail for rowboat. Maybe. Me come back, okay.
Gee, I'm glad you're safe. Where is the ghost?
Him like sponge. Me ring 'em. out and hang them up to dry.
This spooky island is no place for me. I got the creeps. Oh, okay.
Oh, what do
Yeah,
you think? Top to bottom or left to right?
I think Ogmog is speaking first.
Okay. Oof. Hey, somebody make joke on Umag's stomach.
Now, did something sock you, Umog?
Oh, I think actually that should have been first.
Uh, it's hard to
Yeah,
tell
I think
which
it's
one of
probably left to
those.
right.
And then, no, it's kicking you. Let's scram. You can't fight what you can't see.
Spook gonna catch 'em. Big headache when Umag find 'em. Right, and then here's Gangbusters, based on the Philip H. Lord's famous radio feature, Gangbusters. In the war on crime, the Jack Markey Gang. Jack Markey and his brother Tom, and his brothers Tom, George, and Mike, were born and raised deep in the Everglades. They embarked on a long and exciting criminal career by making and selling moonshine. Now, Rick, do you know what moonshine is?
Yep. Well, whiskey, bootleg whiskey.
Yeah, it's homemade whiskey, homemade alcohol, basically. Um,
You can't have watched the Dukes of Hazzard and not know what moonshine is.
mhm. Yeah, so all right, I'll do the blonde guy, you do the brown-haired guy. All right.
Uh,
By starting a big gang, Tom, we could clean up big. We could clean up big dough and use these here swamps for a hideout.
no coppers could find us on these blades, Jack.
Then Jack got an idea. You said it. You said it, Tom. They ain't never caught up with me for killing that Seminole Injun trapper, did they? I made nice dough off his other skins. I want big money. I'm sick of these rags. Wow! Wow!
I think that says otter skins, not other skins.
Oh, his otter skins? Okay. But think about it though. He's talking about not only killing the Indian, but apparently skinning him too.
Well, not skinning him, stealing his otter skins. The
Okay.
Indian probably had otter skins. To sell or trade or whatever.
All right, that probably makes a little more sense. I thought maybe he skinned the Indian and sold the Indian skins.
Yeah. I can't see
We're
anybody buying Indian skin, but otter skins, possibly.
yeah. Working with us, Slick, you can't lose. We can give the smartest cops the slip. Sounds good. Count me in, Jack. And so the plan was put into effect. They recruited men skilled in various types of crime. There's a bank. There's a bank in Seawall. That's nothing but a cracker box for guys like us. We'll knock it over first. You want to do that guy in the green fedora right there?
Let's be sure. Sure, let's get started. And then this is the brown guy. There's There, the seawall bang. Now, Jack.
Yeah. I'll walk in first and get near the cashier's case. You guys bust in and lower the crowd. I'll get the dough.
Right.
Yeah. Some crime noir here, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is a hold up. Stand back and keep quiet.
Anyways, getting back to this. Gangbusters based on P.H. Lord's radio feature. Right? Put the cash in the sack and be quick about it. Get in the car, then let him have a shower of lead. So, Rick, you know what a shower of lead is?
Yeah, bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Keep shooting so they can't get close enough to see our license number.
But the gang was easy to follow. They took pot shots at signs and celebrated the robbery by driving
Drinking.
by drinking to excess. It's their car, all right, Sheriff. You want to do the sheriff right there?
Okay. They are headed into the woods.
Yep. At least 50 empty cartridges scattered on the floor. Blood spots, too. Look, Sheriff, a gun. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed a just cut it out of the corner of my eye here. And on the edge of the Everglade country, Sheriff Kane's posse locates Marky's wrecked an abandoned car. All right, and then I already read.
Look, Sheriff, a gun.
This may be a trick. As Sheriff Kane and his posse stare at the lost gun, some nearby bushes part and Jack Markey staggers towards them, bleeding from an ugly head wound. Don't shoot, Sheriff. I'm bad hurt. One of my men shot me by accident. I need a doctor. This isn't a trick, man. Marky's really been plugged. Let's see. 2 nights later, with Jack Markey safely locked in jail, Sheriff Kane received a strange caller, the outlaw's brother Tom.
Are you Sheriff Kane?
Yes, what do you want?
I've come to get my brother Jack, savvy.
You can't.
Now get the keys to the cell.
The fiend. Suspicious of the stranger, Mrs. Kane reaches for a shotgun, just as Tom Markey kills the unsuspecting sheriff.
That was close. No time to spring Jack now.
I think it's. Oh.
Yeah. That was close. No time to spring Jack now. head out of town and step on the gas.
There's a phrasing you haven't heard too much in a while. Step on the gas.
Yeah.
A speedy police car soon overhauls the heavy truck. Two shots are exchanged. Tom Markey topples into the road, fatally wounded. An officer, Shank, slumps forward, dead, a bullet through the heart. Wow, that's a way to go. You got him, Art. Art, you hurt? What's the matter? Later, as the wounded outlaw's life lies as it okay as the wounded outlaw lies dying in the county jail, an um, angry crowd gathers. Lynch the Markeys! Want to go at the second thing there?
Turn those killers over to us!
The murdering rats! Wait, men! Look here. Tom Markey just died. Let the law send Jack to join his brother. Want to do that other one?
The deputy's right. We can't hang a corpse. Let's go home.
Clever attorneys managed to have Jack Markey's murder charge dismissed, but he was sent to Raymond Prison to serve 18 years for bank robbery. They haven't built the jail that can hold me. I'll get out. Let's see. Oh, listen, Butch. That car will pass between us and the guards. We'll jump it and throw the driver out. You want to do Butch right there?
I'm with you, Jack.
Several months later, Jack Markey's chance came while working with the convict road gang.
The cops ain't smart enough to keep me in the clink.
I think that's supposed to be me. I think that's supposed to be me.
Okay, sorry.
The cops ain't smart enough to keep me in the clink. I've only started. And you want to do the other two there?
Okay. Help! You can't do this. Drop that guy, Jack. The guards spotted us.
All right. So before we continue on here, I gotta step away because it's getting dim in here. So I gotta step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'll be right back too, people. Maybe I should go. I'll wait till Mike gets back. Um. So what's everybody who's watching thinking of stuff so far? Not too bad of stuff. Uh, do 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 do. Sam, it's saying much or doing much here, am I? Well, except for okay. So what shall we do with the Duncan sailor? What shall we do with the Duncan sailors so early in the morning?
All right, I'm back. Did you say you needed to go off somewhere for a moment,
Yeah,
Rick?
yeah. I just want to go grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. So while we're waiting for Rick to get back, just want to remind everybody, of course, we do this every Friday night. Will of course be next Friday. I'll have Max Lee with me, aka Timothy Olson, as we'll be continuing our look at May of 1939. Next week we'll be looking at stuff from Fox Feature Syndicate. Wonderland Comics, Volume 1, Number 3, being introduced to the Flame, as well as looking up some of our more recent friends of like Patty O'Day, being Buster Robinson, Spark Stevens, and maybe if there's time, maybe we'll even do Yarko the Great again. Depending on what else is going on. Anyways, also in the weeks to come, of course, we also will have, we'll be going through, we'll be continuing our May coverage up to October 7th. As next, in the week after that, on the 30th, we'll be going back to Quality Comics, like our feature comics, I believe it's number 22, Block, and Black X, and then on Friday, October 7th, we'll conclude our May coverage on the 7th with we're looking at Comics on Parade, Volume 1, Number 15 from Feature. And then we'll be covering June of 1939 throughout the rest of May. Now, a programming note, probably will not be having a show on November 25th, and that's Thanksgiving Friday. I may think but then we'll have that 1 week off, and we'll be back. But hopefully, you guys are enjoying this stuff. I think it is as informative and anything as possible. Anyways, I'm just waiting for Rick to get back. We'll continue on. As always, of course, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to chime in. I can answer the questions. I'll do my best to do so. That was, as I said, waiting for Rick. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat my spinach. Popeye the Sailor Man. Hong Kong Fooey, number one super guy. Hong Kong Fooey, quicker than the human eye. Hong Kong Fooey, that's terrific. Where are you? We got some work to do now. Come on, Scooby-Doo. I see you pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can't see the way you shake and shiver. You know you got a mystery to solve. Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are
Where
you?
are you?
And you're willing, and we can count on you. Be Scooby-Doo, you know we'll catch that villain. Anyways, hey Rick, welcome back.
Hey, I'm back.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and let's see. Well, we did one of the panels there, so for that, okay. So let's do this one here. I think I'll let me just get a well. I'm gonna let's see. The Bronc Peeler by Fred Hartman, I believe. You just make this a little bigger, just a little bit easier to read here. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I'll do the guy on the left there with the yellow shirt. You can do the guy who's got on the right there. Okay.
The guy in the green, basically, with
Yeah.
the black, yellow,
With,
and blue
with kind of the brown vest
vest.
there. I'll do the guy with the
Okay.
yellow vest. You did the.
Okay.
I'd give a chunk of money to know where and who that black rider is who held me up.
Him like Black Ghost, plenty bad. I know it doesn't look like an Indian, but it sounds like an Indian. So
that's the kind of that's the kind of gent we could use to help us steer the Dalton gal off this ranch. But where is he? As Bat Wilson and Jose were, so it wasn't Indian. It was probably a Mexican. Jose.
Si, senor. I can change it to Mexican. Yeah.
Retire, and the lights of the ranch house darken. A lone black figure checks his nervous white horse.
Is it the Lone Ranger? No.
No. Let's see. Demounting, the man stealthily walks towards the barn. The faint jingle of his spurs dimmed by the morning pines. Bat Wilson is suddenly awakened by a noise of clattering hoofs. From the bunkhouse window, he sees the black figure on a white horse gallop away, leading two horses.
That's a horse rustler.
Grabbing his carbine, Bat fires at the indistinct form. But from a faraway hilltop, the rider pauses to laugh, and with a departing wolf-like howl, disappears into the night. Bat Wilson returns after failing to track the black rider. Not, e- not even a track? No, ma'am. What's more, I ain't sure I wanna meet up with that masked hombre. Ridiculous. It seems incredible that in this day and age anyone but a lunatic would resort to such a foolish masquerade. If you heard him howl like a wolf, you'd have another no you'd have other notions, Miss Babs. Black ghost, don't steal horses. That Wilson, and you find them or out or quit this ranch. So she's laying down the law there.
It
She's
would
laying it down for him.
seem so.
Let's see. Bronx has a letter from a Texas sheriff. Fritz, I was right. That Wilson is Spade Carson, brother, and is Spade Carson's brother, and has a jail record. What do you aim to do about it? Get him off the Dalton Ranch before he can finish the mischief he must be up to. He made Babs think I'm a hoss thief to cover his own dirty work. Fritz, I'm trusting you to a secret. Um, I'm gonna let you take over the other guy there, the older guy.
Oh, shoot, partner. I got jackass ears.
And of course, back then, this is a western. When they were talking jackass, they were actually talking about a donkey.
Yeah.
Hours later, a black robed figure urges the white knight or urges the white horse toward the Dalton Ranch. A lone horseman watches for the lights of the Dalton Ranch house to go out. A full 2 hours slip by before the figure dismounts and cautiously moves around the corral. Suddenly, his form darkens the window where Bab sleeps peacefully. Inch by inch, the masked man eases himself into the room. Wow. Now, you know that a lot of people today would be thinking they'd probably be thinking he'd be thinking of doing something quite horrendous, albeit I don't think that's the case here. Right? Right, Rick?
Yeah. Well, he might still be doing something horrendous. I sort of read
Yeah,
the
but it may not be what a lot of people would think of today. You know,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people today would be thinking he may, he might intend to essay her.
Yeah.
But I don't even think. But it looked like, well, if you see the silhouette at the far right there, you can see something's up. And with a handkerchief to prevent a scream, reaches for her. The gag over Bab's mouth. Let's see. Prevents a scream as the robed figure carries her to his horse. So he's at least kidnapping her.
Yeah.
And, pushing the frightened girl into the saddle, the rider speeds away into the night. It's him.
The Black Ghost! Steal Miss Babs! There he go. Me shoot.
Don't shoot, you fool! He is playing right into our hands. Abs Dalton no longer doubts the existence of the mysterious Black Rider as he, without a word, abducts her from the ranch. On they ride. Even though terrified, Babs senses a touch of gentleness in the strong arms of the man behind her. A mile's ride, and then Ryder pulls rein, where to Bab's surprise, her own mount awaits her. Still, without a word from her abductor, they ride on mile after mile until light streaks of the dawn bids a new day on a strange range. The pounding of hoofs beneath her has calmed Babs from the first terrified moments when the Black Rider kidnapped her. Who is the rider? Why has he stolen? Who is the rider? Why has he stolen me? And where are we going? Races through Bab's mind. Suddenly, she is forced to dismount and looks on, bewildered, as the masked rider emits a long and short, shrill whistle. From a distant hilltop, a hooded and black-robed figure answers by the same signal. Answering the Black Rider's whistle, a dark hooded figure beckons him to Tucson, I believe.
To follow.
To follow. Then quickly vanishes down the far side of the hill. Far down the valley, Babs catches her breath as her strangely familiar abductor snatches the blindfold from his face. Bronk! Yes, Babs, it's me. I had to resort to this disguise for reasons which you shall soon learn.
Whack! No.
All right, so we got Tailspin Tommy next. Yeah, let's see, where are we at on time there? So we're just past the hour mark, so we're still making good time. Yeah. Well, people are at least coming in and liking and sharing because we're up to 6 likes now.
Oh, that's good.
All right. All right. Tailspin Tommy. By Hal Forrest. These letters might be big enough. I can probably cut it back down to 150 to maybe. All right, I'll do Tailspin. I'll do Tom there. I think Tom's the guy on the right. You wanna do the guy on the left there?
Sure. Tom, to right motors missing a beat.
I'll jazz the throttle and clean it out. I'll have to cut it off. The oil pressure's dropping too fast, Skeet.
Listen now. The left motor's acting up.
Drag out a flare, Skeet.
Think there's one more panel.
Well, the one on the right there.
No, like under the one we just read.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We don't. Oh wait. Let me see. Oh wait. Okay, so I think you're the one on the right there. I'm the one on the left. Or no, I'm sorry. Okay. You're the one on the left there. I'm the one on the right.
So you're the top one. You're the top one. You're saying, or
yeah. But I think it's being read left to right here. So I think the one on the left, the one in the lower left-hand corner, I think it's being said first.
Okay. With a radio and compass haywire, how do we know where we are?
We don't, but we do know that we can't stay up here. I think you're still the one on the left. Yeah. Looks like a crash landing. Looks like crash landing. Skeet, hang on. Yeah, they kind of did those kind of little screws. It's kind of hard to follow there. Keep trying, Ted. Keep trying. And you can do Ted right there.
Okay. San Francisco, Colin Tompkins, flight 10, San Francisco, calling. Calling flight 10. Can you hear me, Tommy? Check your set. San Francisco, calling. No use. I can't get him. His radio's dead.
But Winslow must. Yeah, okay. But Winslow must have seen or heard him when he passed overhead.
But they didn't.
Are you sure?
Winslow says Tommy's last message was at 7:45 p.m. over High Bluff.
Then he must have force landed or crashed by this time.
Sure, his gas would be all gone.
All right. All right. You want to do the guy up top? Wait. Extra. All about the lost plane. 3-point airliner. 5 hours overdue. Extra. Looks like a crash land.
Ooh, help!
Let me out!
Please, everyone, keep your seats.
Grab the wheel, Skeet.
Much good it'll do, Tom. We ain't got a chance, but I'd rather take it this way with you, pal.
Cut the ignition. Brake, Skeet. Looks like a valley below.
Tom, we're good. We're gonna pile up on them boulders.
By the way, this is Tailspin Tommy by Hal Forrest, by the way. The pilot should be reported for this. Ooh!
Nice going, Tailspin.
That was pretty close, pal. Swell job on flying. We just got a lucky break, Skeet. Okay, sorry about that.
No problem.
Oh, now I see the numbers. Okay, so two was nice going, Tailspin, and then 3 is here. Okay. Oh, man. Anyways, okay, so going down to 3 here.
Sorry for the bumps, folks. Everybody's right side up.
This ain't San Francisco, pilot. What's the big idea?
Don't know yet. I'm going outside to find out.
All right.
That was pretty close, pal. Swell job on flying.
We just got a lucky break, Skeet.
But even if we could, I think the ships ain't damaged none except the motors.
Oh wait, I should have brought. I think okay. If I'm going, but even if we could repair the motors, we'd never be able to fly it out of here. We're trapped.
Yeah, I read the first little bit of that one, and I'm like, okay, the bottom thing is first. And so it's hard to tell who's saying what, but
yeah,
with those small ones. So
all right, and then I guess that was the end of that story. So.
Can we answer these questions?
Answer what questions?
Oh, down a little bit on the page. Just $25 cash prize.
I'll take a look at that in a moment here. Rick, you have a YouTube window open, right?
Yeah.
Right. Oh wow, this looks like it kind of got cut off. Let's see. Yeah, this page kind of got cut off a bit here. I had shrunk the font to see if get more of it in there, but I think that page didn't get fully scanned for some reason.
Well, it's probably a 2-pager.
Oh yeah, and that's a little bit harder to. All right, G-Men versus. Well, we kind of did a G-Men story earlier, so. Shark Egan. Let's see, where are we at on time here? Yeah. We still got plenty of time, so. All right, guess we'll do this one then. Next, Shark Egan. All right. Believing that Mary McDermott was drowned when she was knocked overboard with the great golden pearl of Malitu. The Randall crew makes hasty preparations to dive for her body on the spot. The Corsair's deck is the scene of feverish activity. Sharply nah, mates, the pearl that Petticoat carried to the bottom on hers worth 100,000 if it's worth a quid. All right, so you want to do the guy on the left there?
Suffering shark teeth. You mean that gold pearls were $500,000 American?
You heard right, me sailor. Nah, get on with that diving rig. Mine nah, harp. If I want ye to search the sea floor crisscross as far as your lifeline reaches. The girl's body can't have drifted far.
Aye, aye, Limey.
In the hold below, Red Mac, who once ruled this cutthroat gang with an iron fist, has been set free of his chains by the treacherous Curly. Sneaking aft, Curly climbs up through a secret trap into the master's cabin. He beckons to Red Mac. All clear, Red Mac. Come on up. They've sent Harp down in a diving dress to look for the girl. And you want to do red right there?
I'll jinx that little trip quick enough.
I'll leave this line trailing overside so you can come aboard again.
And mind ye go mingle with the rest of the crew so they don't suspect ye.
As Curly joins the crew, Red Mac slips from slips closer or slips forward close to the hull. Right now, I think there's more. Okay, oh, now that could be it.
Yeah. Next time, them bony fatheads figure to double cross Red Mac, they'll think twice. First, I'll cut Hop's signal cord so he can't tell him nothing's wrong, and then I'll signal them to haul poor Shiny up on deck.
Harp finds Shiny's body on the bottom.
Okay, I guess this is still Mac. Hey, there's a white man up there. He's cut my hose. Oh, I guess it was the guy. Oh, I did that guy anyways. I'll tie these together and then I'll give this a haul up signal. Ha
Either way, lads. Harp wants up.
Maybe he's got the pearl. Come on, heave.
Sorry about that. Blimey, what's happened to Arp?
Avast! Blow me down. Want me to do the guy neat?
What something's fishy here. this thing's been cut.
We're jinxed. Oh, I think that's your guy from the.
No,
That
you
was
were
up
right.
on Matt. Okay.
Okay, so now now we're back to you're on the left on the last panel there.
Nice work. Nice bit of work there. That Curly.
That's just the first step, Red Mac. While Shark Egan and his air-minded chum Ace O'Doul lie imprisoned in the forecastle of the Corsair, Mary McDermott and Kanaka Lu moved to safeguard the Great Golden Pearl of Malitu and free Ace and Shark in one bold strike. All right, so before we continue on here, I'm going to go off camera for a quick moment, so I'll be right back. But it'll be like real quick, so I got to take care of something here.
Yeah, no problem. So what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor so early in the morning?
All right, I'm back.
He's back. He's back. Yeah, Jack, he's back.
Back, Jack, do it again. We're searching round and round you go. All right, so I'll do the girl. I'll do Mary there. You want to do the guy?
Okay.
I was leery of mischief when those native friends of yours spirited me away to this island.
No worry, Kakanta. Kankaka. All
Kanaka.
good
I think
friend.
it's pronounced Kanaka.
Kanaka.
Yeah.
All
No
good
worry
friend.
about. The best thing to do is get this pearl sold over in Gatel.
No forgetting Shark and Ace could sire crew kill 'em we no save.
Paddle Kanaka, Lu. A boat from Corsairs is cutting us off. As they turn back to Notu, Mahana, a strange crack cuts off their retreat.
I was gonna say as they turn back to Masters of the Universe, jokingly. Oh yeah, the MOTU. Kakaka Lu, save Pearl, baby, give 'em here.
It's right here in my holster. Hey, what are you going to do?
Take 'em, gents. Hide 'em pearl on bottom. Yaha! Old steamship wreck. Good place.
Yeah, and another little suggestion here, like when it looks more like a thought, because obviously he's not speaking underwater there.
Yeah.
So if the thought, then to kind of differentiate between a thought and actual spoken word, try doing this, like this for a thought. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like do this kind of thing to kind of, and show more that it's probably more what he's thinking as opposed to speaking. All right.
Nobody find in locker. Miss Mary wonder me drown. Get 'em back in a hurry. Oh,
The huge Conger's eel strikes.
oh, you missed the first one too.
Oh, there's in the wheelhouse of the sunken steamship, and then okay, so we all right. Anyways, unaware of Kanaka Lu's danger, Mary faces problems of her own. Those birds are getting within gun range. I wish Kanaka Lu would hurry. Meanwhile, in the hold of the Corsair, Red Mac makes a discovery.
So Shock. So they got him, Shark Egan. So they got Shark Egan up in Forecastle. Why didn't you tell me?
But they got a guard. We couldn't.
See that one little guard's no together in a sea squirt to me.
Tougher.
Tougher than a sea squirt to me.
What a shock! There he is.
Yeah.
Red Mac.
Ahoy, sweetheart.
Matched weapon for weapon, or fist for fist. Shark Egan could take Red Mac any day of the week, but this is the day when Shark's evil star rides high, and the Seminole comes into his own. All right. Popular conundrums. Let's read through these a bit here. Oh wow. I guess they got one of those things going where
What is the difference between the chief man in a church and the man who built it?
and I think the answer is the one upside down, but
yeah, the first is the.
We'll just read the question. We don't, when is a ship like snow? Why is a half moon heavier than a full moon? Who always makes you cross? What ship teammates? Okay, so yeah, solutions to crossword puzzles 1 and 2. This was kind of one of the funner things about comics back then too, is that they also had some activity pages like this on there.
Yeah.
School Days Out of Our Way by J.R. Williams. That's a little too small, I think. Depending upon time, we might come back to that, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
So
it's
3.
10:30 now, so
It's like one. We're at the hour and a half mark, so guess we can kind of start. Let's see, popular camp club, popular camp club, monogram. So they had a couple. Okay, starting Jack Randall. Okay, so a couple of these were actually based on a couple of these comics were actually based on films. Ben Hur, there's another one. All right, we'll read we'll read this one. This one's
yeah,
one
this looks like it's going to be a lot of just
narration.
yeah, narration.
All right, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and take it. It'll just be faster if I just read it and then read
Yeah,
it. And
no problem.
Ben Hur and Arius, the Roman tribune, whom he has saved from drowning, are on a plank, buffeted by the waves, and still in constant danger. Arius is beginning to show signs of returning life. And then Ben Hur, I guess, is the younger looking guy there, and Arius is the older looking guy.
Yeah, in the Roman attire,
Yeah.
because this is where this.
Art thou indeed a son of the prince of Hur, the Jew, quote unquote? Arius asked feebly. He is troubled for probable defeat and disgrace are before him. For to a Roman death is much to be preferred to defeat and disgrace. Quote, it is so, replies Ben Hur. Quote, I knew your father. I knew him and loved him. Quote unquote. So they're putting the dialogue even in these boxes here.
Yeah.
There is a ring on my hand. The trinket has its usage. Take it and wear it. Unquote. Ben Hur does so. If it should turn out that we are defeated, then I shall die. I am a Roman, and I will not be disgraced. If then you reach Rome, show this to my freedman and tell him how you came by it. If victory is ours, I shall make you my son. I loved your father, and you have saved my life. Unquote. Quote. Wait, cries Ben Hur. Quote. I see a ship. Has she a flag? Arius asked quietly. I cannot see a flag. I cannot see a flag, the youth answers. Quote, is there a helmet over the mast top? Yes, there is a helmet. Is she Roman there? Therefore, methinks there is half a chance that she is signal her. Ben Hur raises himself upon the plank and waves his hand, crying out to attract attention. A sailor sees him. A small boat arrives, and they are taken on board. Arius is warmly received. He listens to the full account of the victory. Then he explains how Ben Hur saved his life, but he carefully omits mention of Ben Hur's past.
Ben Fur.
Well, Ben Hur, I think, was a legendary movie back then too.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether the classic one had been done by this point, but it was a book written before then, and the silent movie I think had been done for this, a 15-minute silent movie.
Hmm. Good friends, here is my son and heir, as he is to take my property if the gods will. I shall have any when I die. He shall be known to you by my name. I pray you all to love him as you love me. And her listens quietly. Faithful he shall be too. Arius, even son will he be. Years pass. It is the month of July, AD 23. Ben-Hur, the Jew, is on his way to the city of Antioch, only second to Rome in its might and power. A transport galley makes its way up the or
Orents River?
Orange River. It carries our hero. Arius is dead. AD 23. So that was still in the time of Jesus then.
Yeah,
Jesus was probably alive and preaching around this time.
yeah. In the I know in May the main movie, the classic one that almost everybody knows about. There's actually two scenes I think with Christ. One where Christ gives him a cup of water, and then at the crucifixion where he gives Christ a cup of water.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go off camera for another quick moment here.
Okay.
Trying to my nose to stop running here.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, as long as it doesn't run too far.
All right, I'm back.
He's back.
All right, so getting back to the story here. The youth has succeeded him, has fared well, is now rich and powerful. Yet now he is in Antioch to seek Simonides, uh, rich and powerful master of many fleets. Simonides was his father's steward, the brave, the slave of the prince of Hur. He had been maimed and cruelly treated in carrying out his stewardship, but he was carried on. Would he acknowledge his stewardship? Would he have remained faithful at the dock off the magnificent home of Simonides? Ben-Hur greets the man who stands there. I would see Simonides, the merchant. He requests at the end of a darkened passage through which Yeah. Okay. The man leads Ben Hur. They stop before a curtain, half parted. The man calls out, stranger, to see the master. In in God's name, let him enter. A dear voice replies. Ben Hur enters the sumptuous reception room. A man rests in a chair, high backed, broad armed, and lined with cushions. At his left, leaning against the back of his chair, a girl is also seated. Ben Hur bows low. Simonides, beholding the youth, gives a great start. The two, Simonides and his daughter, wait quietly for the young Jew to speak. All right. So, a lot of these stories are like just 4 pages long, but some of them a little longer, I guess. Quote: If you are Simonides, the merchant, and a Jew, the youth explains, the peace of God and Abraham be upon you. The man nods. I am Simonides. Peace be to you too. Ben Hur, as he looks closer, realizes that the merchant is a maimed man, a shapeless cripple. I am Ben Hur, son of Ithmar, late head of the house of Hur. Welcome, replied Simonides. Give the young man a seat, Esther. But Ben Hur does not take the seat. I pray the good master Simonides that he will not hold me an intruder coming up the river yesterday. I heard he knew my father. I knew the prince Hur. Esther has brought a silver cup. She offers the drink with downcast eyes. Are you Simonides, the trusted servant of my father? Have you proved then that you are son of the prince of Hur? Simonides asked. Excuse me one more time. I'm going to try. As you can tell, my nose is not being very nice to me right now.
No.
There are times I really wish I had some kind of snot vacuum to stick up my nose to just help clear it out. Ah,
But the question is would how not good would it be not good at all?
anyways, okay, so moving on to the next part here. And at the same time, silences Esther, who is about to speak. Quote, no proofs have I, replies Ben-Hur. But I beg of you to stay your judgment and deign to hear me. The maimed man stretches out his arm stiffly. Speak then, but remember that I have not denied you to be the very person you claim yourself. Ben-Hur then tells his story, and the two listen attentively. It is a brief account of Ben-Hur's life since his imprisonment. It tells of his rise to riches and power as a Roman citizen after the um, death of Arius. Um, Death of Arius. When he finishes, he looks at Simonides, whose face showed no signs of emotion. Simonides, after a pause, speaks quietly. Yes, yes, I know. I knew the prince of her, as I have said, and knowing him, made careful inquiry at the time of the disaster, um, and after I have heard nothing of the wife of Tarza, the daughter of the prince, Ben-Hur is deeply distressed at the news. All right, there we go. All right. The interview is over. Simonides allows the youth to depart. Seemingly, Ben-Hur's call on the merchant has been fruitless, but not so. But not so. Hardly is Ben-Hur out of the sight when the old man summons one of his henchmen. Maluk, he commands, follow, follow the young man now passing through to the gates. Follow him, listen when you can, and report back to me. Do not lose sight of him. Make friends if you can. The man, the man salutes. The man salutes and is gone. Oh, man salutes and is gone. Another servant appears and pushes the wheeled chair to the beach. It is one of Simonides' ways of keeping in touch with his merchantmen when they arrive. Ben-Hur leaves the home of Simonides, depressed and his hopes crushed, asking the way he strolls to the road of Daphne. Let's see. One of the wonder sights of the city of Antioch, but he is in little mood. All right. Try one more thing here. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. Oh, we got 3 people here, so that's good. Ah. Anyways. ah. All right. So, all right. Okay. In a little mood to observe carefully the beauty of the grove of Daphne, which now enters, which he now enters. He stands still and is startled by a salutation from a nearby sightseer. It is in Hebrew. A Hebrew, he asks, I was born within a stone's throw of the marketplace in Jerusalem. Go you my way, um, perchance, Ben? Ben Hur asked. I am for the stadium, if that is your way. And what is there? And what is there? The youth asked. You are a stranger, indeed, his companion replies. I am the son of Arius, the Dumar, and thou? I am Maluk, a merchant of Antioch. He tells Ben-Hur of the chariot race to be, and that even now at the stadium, the chariots are taking the track in practice. Ben-Hur's blood tingles. He loves horses, is keen to hold the reins again. For in Rome, he is known for his skill and power as a chariot racer. His blood will tingle even more when he finds out what this particular chariot race will mean to him. Let's quickly take a peek at the time here. We're at an hour 55 already. So I guess this will probably be the last story we'll do then, because we are come up on. Well, there's Herky again. Maps pilot. Yeah, Herky. George Clark's Carnival. Yeah, so I think we got through quite a bit. Hey, Rick. 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 Are you asleep? Rick, can you hear me? Did he just fall? Oh my god. Rick? I don't even want to believe this. Oh yeah, I better let me just do this real quick. Oh my goodness. Hey Rick? I think he just fell asleep. Eyes look closed. Head kind of nodding back and forth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey Rick. Rick, wakey wakey. Wakey wakey Rick. Oh my god. He's asleep. Oh boy. I can't believe that. He just fell asleep. Oh boy. Hope. Well, we'll kind of just. I guess we'll have to finish up without him. I think he just fell. I think he just fell asleep, folks. Okay. Well, that's a new one. All right. Well, hopefully he'll hear some of this as we're finishing up here. We're just kind of take a quick breeze through of the rest of the book here, and then we'll start. And I think this is the last couple pages here. All righty then. So, anyways, yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours here, so we'll probably start to wrap up. Because sorry, Rick won't be able to join us apparently because he fell asleep. Um, Alrighty then. So, yeah, I should have probably engaged him a little bit more there. Anyways, all right, let's start to wrap this up. All right, well, Rick, you're asleep, so I guess there's not much I can do for you now. So I'm just going to let you sleep, and I will, guess I'll talk to you later. And I'm just gonna have to. All right. Well, all right, Rick. Well, have a good night, my friend. Hopefully you'll realize something's up when you. Alrighty then. So, oh, he's rock. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep them on until the end of the show here. Anyway, so today is let's see. Today is Friday, September the 16th, 2022. So why don't we go ahead and start to take a look back at this day in each history. History. Let's see now. We got 1947. Let me just quick peek at all this. 2002, 1972, and so yeah. Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So, anyways. All right. So, first off, we're going to head back 75 years ago today. And on this date, 75 years ago today, the 85th issue of Walt Disney's Comics and Stories from Dell Comics went on sale on this date 75 years ago today, back in 1947. Sold for 10 cents and was 48 pages. So, got that. Let's see, what else happened on this day in each history? Well, on this day, Rick, you awake? On this date, 50 years ago today, Yogi's Ark Lark, which debuted as part of the Saturday morning Supercade movies back in 1972, and was used as a pilot for the Hanna-Barbara series Yogi's Gang, which all the Hanna-Barbera which many of the Hanna-Barbera characters traveled around on an ark, much like Noah's Ark. Premiered on Saturday morning, September 16th, 1972. So on this date back 50 years ago today was the pilot premiere movie Yogi's Ark Lark, which served as a pilot for the Yogi series, part of the ABC Saturday Superstar movie. So there we go with that one. Then moving on to the next piece of niche history is we head back 20 years ago today. As on this date, 20 years ago today, the WWE Monday Night Raw WWE's Monday Night Raw is Monday Night Raw. Rick, you awake now? He just fell asleep there. All right. Well, anyways, on this date back in 2002, WWE held its Monday Night Raw event from the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. Main event saw Triple H retain the World Heavyweight Championship over Jeff Hardy. Some other matches included Chris Jericho defeating Rob Van Dam for the Intercontinental Championship. Christian Lance Storm retained the WWE Tag Team Championship over Bubba Ray and Spike Dudley, among others. So on this date, 20 years ago today, Monday Night Raw from the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. And last but not least, 5 years ago today, in Japan, the part one of the Eureka 7's High Evolution movie series started up on this date 5 years ago today. So on this date 5 years ago today, Bones Eureka 7 movie series High Evolution part one of it premiered in Japanese theaters on this date, and back in 2017, 5 years ago today. So, anyways, I thank everybody for being here. Hopefully, I can get Rick up here in a sec to talk to him before we head out. But, anyways, guys, I thank everybody for being here. And I look forward to seeing everybody back here on Monday. Bye.